everybody. This is Ken Renner. I want to thank you for taking a quick hour of your time to learn some of the killer secrets that I've come up with over the last 7 years of doing YouTube marketing. So I'm really excited to have you guys on the webinar here. Go ahead and put everything that you got on mute. If you've ever been to any of my teachings, you'll know that I'm a fire hose of information. I really like to give a lot of content, a lot of stuff that you can actually use and take back with you so that you are able to actually monetize what we're talking about here. Because that's what this is all about. I'm not going to sit here and take an hour of your time and then not give you something that you could actually take away, bring home, use it in your business, and get really excited about stuff that's cutting edge. This stuff that I'm going to be teaching you is cutting edge. I've been speaking nationally and now internationally on this subject at conventions and seminars across the United States, Toronto, Canada, San Diego, Nashville, LA, and a lot of other cities, and people are really getting a lot out of what I've been able to come up with here. So getting started here, we'll go ahead and talk about just who is this guy that's teaching this right now. My name is Ken Renner. I'm out of Austin, Texas, and I'm a YouTube expert, a recognized YouTube expert. I have over 30 years in my industry, which happens to be real estate, and I've closed over $325 million in real estate since then. In the last year, I've closed an additional $3.2 million in transactions as a direct result of my YouTube marketing techniques. My YouTube channel has over 11 million, now approaching 12 million views, making it the #1 YouTube channel in the nation, possibly in the world, for my particular industry, which is one of the largest industries out there. And it is actually bringing me business. So I'm going to talk to you about how to create videos that people want to watch. You may have come off from one of our advertisements that we did on YouTube. We're going to talk about organic traffic as well as paid traffic through YouTube, and talk about how you can, like I said, once again, make some money doing this. It doesn't matter what business you are in. Has no bearing on what business you're in. My clients that I coach are chiropractors. I'm an acupuncturist. I have a skin doctor. I have a pizza shop owner, and flooring companies and staging companies and all kinds of people that just want to get their message out there. And so I also do consulting for major corporations, including the Dwyer Group, who owns franchises such as Rainbow International, Mr. Electric, Mr. Rooter. So they pay me a lot of money to get their websites and their video presence fixed or to the top of the search engines, and that's what you're going to learn today. So let's get rolling. Thanks for taking your time once again. If you have any questions, you can put them in the chat box or the question box. My IT director, Daniel, is behind me. He will be monitoring the questions as they come in. I'm not going to answer any of the questions during the presentation. We are recording this so we can play it back for future use. We'll send you a copy of this recording within the next 24 hours so that if in case you missed anything, you can go back and take a look. If you want a copy of this PowerPoint, you'll see on the bottom page of each page, most of the pages anyways, my email address. I'd be glad to give you a copy of this PowerPoint. I'm all about sharing. I'm all about making things happen. And if you don't have the information and the knowledge to back it up, then you're not going to get it. You're not going to take this stuff. You're not going to move forward with it. So I'm more than happy to give this stuff away to you so you can get rolling. All right. So one big question that I have for all my audiences that across the nation that I speak at is how many people in this audience actually have a YouTube channel? And believe it or not, it's been about 10%. As I'm looking at the statistics nationwide, it is about 10% of the people or businesses out there actually have a YouTube channel. And then I ask the same audience, how many in this audience are actually using their YouTube channel in their business, and it's usually less than 2%. And that's a real eye-opener for me, because I was teaching much more advanced YouTube strategies long before, and I've realized that less than 10%, less than 1 in 10 actually had a YouTube channel, and less than 2% were actually using it in their business. So I had to go back to 1.0 teaching instead of 2.0 teaching on YouTube, and that's what you're going to get today. But you will also get some 2.0 as well. And what I just mean is the difference between beginner and more advanced. So Then I also ask the same question to the audience, is how many of you watched a YouTube video in the last week? And I inevitably 95% of the people raise their hand, and then I say, how many of your teenagers or your adult children have watched a video in the last week? And that's inevitably 100%. And the reason why I'm saying that is the next generation of consumers have grown up with YouTube. They're growing up with YouTube. They know how to do video. They have smartphones. They have iPads. They're very well connected. They're all in social media, which YouTube is a social media channel. So with that said, everybody that's in that age group is on YouTube, and so I'm saying, why in this audience, why is your business not on there? Because if your business is not being put on YouTube and monetizing it and getting your message out there, that means that 98% of your competitors are not there. So you have a 2%. If you'd be one of the 2% that are actually generating business off of what you're able to do with videos. And I'm telling you, making videos, we've got it down to a science. A lot of our videos are not even done with video cameras. So keep it in mind, you don't have to be a techno expert to be able to do videos. A lot of them are just like this presentation right here. This presentation is a webinar. It's being recorded. It's being turned into a video, and then it will be turned into a bunch of videos that I'll be using to draw people into my sphere of influence so I can help them. And if they buy a coaching program, great. If they come to one of my workshops, great. If they don't, great information, they can go ahead and just use it. All right? So how can you get your message out there and to work for free? Is with all of the voices reaching out for us, whether it be direct mail or social media or emails. How do we get that message to work for free? And how do we get it out there 24/7, 365 worldwide? And obviously, I found it. It's YouTube. YouTube is the #2 search engine in the world, owned by the #1 search engine in the world, Google. Google purchased YouTube in 2005 from 320-somethings who used to work for PayPal, and they walked away with $1.6 billion. But actually, that would be a huge deal right now as far as how big YouTube is now. YouTube actually has more bandwidth in just YouTube channel alone than the entire internet had in 2003. So it has more bandwidth than 10 years ago than the entire internet had. So we can go into all the stats, but you probably have already seen it. There's 72 hours of video uploaded every minute to YouTube. So it's 100 years of content is loaded every week. It reached 1 trillion views in 2011, and now we're seeing about 1 billion unique visitors a month on YouTube. And guess what? This is what I love about YouTube. It's a 4-letter word. It's free, F-R-E-E. It's free. YouTube is absolutely free, and it's amazing how well it ranks on the search engines, because guess what? Mr. Google, who owns YouTube, loves to put video content at the top of the search engines. Video will outrank easier and quicker any other form of marketing other than highly expensive Google AdWords. So why pay for it when you can get to the top for free? And we're going to cover some of those techniques that I've used in my business that actually certainly work.